New Zealand narrowly got it over Argentina. That was a tight run affair, and Scotland also a 2-point victory over Wales. And Sam Dixon leads out the All Black Sevens in their all-white kits for this one. Scotland in blue, and Dixon, who picks up a yellow card in that game earlier today against Argentina. They were perhaps fortunate to get the W. And here are the starting lineup. Dixon, the captain. Kitiona Vai, one of the debutants. Trail Joas. Newstub, the key man in midfield. Regan Ware, Joe Webber, and another debutant, Caleb Tangatau. The 19-year-old for Scotland, Jamie Farndale, in his 50th event, is the captain. Paddy Kelly, Alec Coombs, Jacob Henry, Colleen Barreto, Harvey Elms, all on deck. Jordan Edmonds picks up 4 tries for Scotland. All of their tries against Wales earlier today. Morne Ferreira from South Africa is your referee for this one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all set to go. Crucial game in the pool, this. We've got Argentina and Wales to come, but win this one, either of these teams, and you can confidently look forward to Cup quarter-final action tomorrow. Colleen Barreto, co-captain of this Scotland team, fakes to the near side, goes long. Dixon competes for New Zealand. That's gone over the sideline.
Play on.
But we play on. No, it didn't.
Oh,
Jamie Farndale gets the big right boot out and has come up with a quite remarkable score for Scotland. What a moment from the captain against New Zealand here.
well, lots for Scotland to cheer about, but credit their linesman. This is the competition on the sideline. I'm not sure it did go into touch. Yeah, so it's in touch. They took a quick throw in here.
Quick throw, yeah.
The referee let him go.
Good spot.
And this was the result, a 50-50 ball. But look at the organization of those Scottish players. And then Farndale, pure class, football skills, bounces up nicely. And that's a result of them being organized and being ready for the unexpected.
Well, he's a multi-talented athlete. It's Jamie Farndale. He used to be a pentathlete. Multi-sport discipline, of course. Played a bit of football there to get the score, but there's the former Aussie rules player, Sam Dixon, with a big take from the restart. Converted try, there's Farndale. On Newstub, gets the ball away to Tangatau, but the error from New Zealand. Good work, aggressive defence from Scotland.
Yeah, huge grin from Farndale because he couldn't quite believe he had the same opportunity again. A little bit of the inexperience, a couple of the younger players in this New Zealand side.
Where? Big one day. Big one day.
Big day for Jamie Farndale in his 50th appearance. Nothing be greater than getting a victory over New Zealand 7.
Big day for the Kiwi youngsters as well. Kitiona Vai, debutant here. Caleb Tangatau as well on the field at the moment. Brady Rush and Leroy Carter waiting in the wings on the bench. Scotland work the short side to Harvey Elms, swings it back across to Femi Sofalarin, man who used to play for the England Sevens team. He switched nationalities. He's got a fascinating background. This bloke went to Dulwich College in London. His dad Aid was from Nigeria, ended up in Massachusetts in the USA. He was a chemical engineer, his dad, but his mum, Ali, is from Scotland, but her father was Scottish. She was from Cambridge, her father was Scottish. It's very confusing. Anyway, he's eligible for Scotland, and he's playing for them here today.
You got there in the end, and they're in the lead right now.
Depends who's winning. When people ask his nationality, perhaps. Prime opportunity now for New Zealand to try and get out of this red zone. They've been camped down here pretty much all game so far, conceded that first try.
A little bit too much pressure around the fringes of that scrum, so New Zealand a bit of reprieve. 3 minutes played. Scotland are up by a try, as you said. Both sides narrowly stealing a victory by 2 points.
Interesting option there.
Yeah.
Kick to the sideline, but didn't make a huge amount of meters. Like to play off the line out, perhaps.
And there's the pressure at the scrum.
So Newstub will throw the line out. Kitiona Vai awaits in the middle of it. There he is with the peroxide in the hair. Newstub on the wrap around. Here's Tangatau, Caleb Tangatau, powerful runner. He's got some space in front of him and he will take every single inch of it. Caleb Tangata with his first try for the All Black Sevens.
What a moment for him. He's been on the radar for some time, since his school days. Star in the Condor Sevens, that's what identified him. The only man to beat him is almost himself. He bobbles it right there. But look at that finish. Pure pace, just natural finishing. Nice moment for the youngster.
Yeah, he only joined the New Zealand Sevens set up the start of this year. He's a recent addition, finds himself in the starting seven here in Singapore against Scotland. Conversion unsuccessful, remains a 2-point ball game, but what a moment. Congratulations, Caleb Tangatau.
6'2" and he can shift.
Remember those days, Gareth?
I don't remember the 6'2" days.
The shifting bit.
Yeah. Well, great response from New Zealand, but the conversion is lacking, so just 2 points adrift.
Newstub goes straight down the middle. Dixon's the target, but getting there well for Scotland was Alec Coombs. And here they can get their attacking game going once more. Jacob Henry. There's Barito once more. He's the scrum half option. Sofalarin, quick hands to Farndale. Does really well to get away from 1, 2, 3 New Zealand defenders, and almost gets away from Kitiona Vai as well. Vai, important tackle, having missed him at the first opportunity. Still on for Scotland, though. An impressive team on the series so far since England, Wales and Scotland disbanded from Great Britain. Opportunity on the far side if they can put it through the hands. Jacob Henry sets up the breakdown. There's Harvey Elms. Ball's been trapped underneath the player and they get the penalty. Scotland are going to survey their options here. Dixon incredulously looks at his teammates, not sure perhaps he thinks how that decision was made.
Yeah, it was tough because Ferrer, the referee, said he's on the ball, so I think Dixon thought he had rights to play it, and he didn't let go.
When the ruck forms. So you have to be straight on the ball.
Rightful captain of this New Zealand team, Sam Dixon. 55th Sevens World Series event. Poised to break through 90 tries, and that man Andrew Newstub, who was so brilliant for New Zealand at the Olympic Games in Tokyo last year on the way to their silver medal. He is really, really important to what this All Black Seven side get up to. Great to see them back on the series. Scotland have only ever beaten New Zealand once in their 7 series history. That was an amazing comeback in a cup quarter-final at Twickenham from 19-0 down. Jamie Farndale got the winning try in that game. Flung over to the near side to Henry. Does well under the attentions of Tangatau, who just rips off part of his shirt, and Henry keeps on going. Kelly looks for the handoff, offloads to Sofalarin. Little high arm over the shoulder from Ware. Got to be careful doing that. Barreto sets up the pod. Gets flung away by Sofalarin. New Zealand defence holding firm. Harvey Elms now. Kelly again. Opportunity through the hands of Coombs. He's dangerous. Big man needs a couple of players to bring him down, but that New Zealand defence well and truly take care of Scotland's big fellow, and they get the decision.
He just got a little isolated, just a little too far away from the supporting players, and credit the New Zealanders in defence. Showed that discipline, kept their feet. Now they're going to have, with the red numbers on the board, they're going to have a chance to line out to them. We will complete the line out. As you see here, some nice footwork, but not able to shake the attentions of the New Zealanders. That's the jersey. Flag on the play.
I think Scotland need a new kit supplier. I'm sure they've got another one back at the team hotel. Little crop top for Jacob Henry. Newstub. Brought down by Vai. He's done well on the line out for New Zealand so far at this tournament. Good work. Webber to Newstub to Ware to Tangatau, the try scorer. Launches himself into Sofalarin, and they get the penalty too. Dixon wants it quick. Here they come. New Zealand all in white. Here's Regan Ware. Olympian to another one. Webber. Flung over the top to Kitiona Vai. Good footwork for a tall, heavy ball carrier. Webber at scrum half. Ware. Here's Dixon. Just buys some time with Newstub. No hurry. They'll look for the opening. Tangatau, he's the go-to, just puts on the gas. Good defence from Farndale, still alive for Newstar. Ware, Scotland defenders shooting out of the line, so Ware just goes straight down the middle. Farndale again with another big tackle, and going in for the jackal is Paddy Kelly. The Team GB Olympian coming up with a big play there.
Some tired bodies out there, and this time it was the New Zealanders who got isolated. That's going to end the first half. The New Zealand threatening. Scotland dodge a bullet.
Fascinating opening 7 minutes, that, wasn't it? They're blowing these players. That was exhausting for both sides, but it's Scotland who had the 2-point advantage at the break. Breathless stuff from both of these teams. We're going to try and get inside the huddles and hear what the likes of Clark Laidlaw, of course, a Scotsman, head coach. There he is in the baseball cap. See what he has to say to his New Zealand team. Proudly took the All Black Sevens to Commonwealth Games gold, to Rugby World Cup of Sevens gold, also to Olympic gold last year.
Quite an amazing record. This nation has 4 gold medals at Com Games. 3 times have won the World Cup.
Kieran Beatso, head coach of his Scotland Sevens team, up against their compatriot Clark Laidlaw, head coach of the New Zealand team. And this weekend, just by chance, the Melrose Sevens is taking place at the birthplace where Ned Haig, the legend, formed this wonderful sport. Apparently there weren't enough people at training one day, and he thought, let's play sevens. And here we are.
The Snelling Sevens, once used for fitness pre-season, now a very different affair as we see this great spectacle here in Singapore.
Andrew Newstar will get a starter for the second half. Just 2 points the difference. A converted try for Scotland to that man Farndale, and the one try to Tangatau, the rookie for New Zealand, unconverted. Scotland have possession crucially at the start of this second half. Remember, they've never beaten New Zealand in pool play at a Sevens World Series event. This would be something. They did it in a cup quarter-final in Twickenham a few years ago. New Zealand get the jackal decision. They go quick. Webber wrapped up. He's in a wrestling match now with Paddy Kelly. Oh, little hand in the face as well. Bit of afters.
Never back on side.
Nothing wrong with that. Play on.
Yeah, the original penalty is the Scottish player didn't retreat 10. Oh, he's going to get a yellow for it.
Blue penalties here.
There is something wrong with that.
Penalties here, yeah.
So Scotland down to 6. Kelly
penalty here.
Over the sideline, one of their big men as well. New Zealand are going to take a scrum, and why not? One of the Scottish forwards off the field, and with all that space out there, 7 on 6, hard to defend.
Yeah, it's a fair tackle, but he's just not in position. That is a bit dodgy, needs to be dealt with from Webber. He can't strike a man in the head or push him in the face.
Paddy Kelly taking his medicine. So, Scotland, can they defend this? A 2-minute power play for New Zealand.
Set.
Newstar feeds the scrum. Slow getting the ball away. Webber, Tangatau's out here. Loose ball to him, so not accurate so far from New Zealand. But that big right foot step from Tangatau, the offload, and Regan Ware scores for New Zealand. They take advantage on the power play straight away.
Yeah, the crowd love it here. The pass that goes over the top that doesn't go to hand actually opens up that Scottish defense, already one short, as you said, with a man in the bin. So it actually benefited in the end, allowed that Offload from Tangatau, and look at the big reach there with the right arm.
Well, Regan Ware, a try for New Zealand. He has been around the block with his team, his 37th event. New stop. 5-point lead for New Zealand. 4:20 to go. Plenty of time for plenty of things to happen. In this game, defence from Weber. He's got the bit between his teeth now after that altercation with Paddy Kelly. Penalty against New Zealand, racking up against Scotland.
You see the sin bin's up at zeros, but because it's a penalty, you can't enter back on the field because it's advantage New Zealand.
So New Zealand here on attack. Dixon, the captain, has it to Weber. Here's New Stub on the cut. And flung out here to Kitiona. Vai puts the hammer down, launches himself through the gap and slams it down with a big right hand. Oh yeah, Kitiona Vai. His debut try for New Zealand in the HSBC World Rugby 7 Series. Congratulations.
A great moment for him on the side with a couple of famous fathers. His dad, the Samoan representative, his brother with the Blues in Auckland. He has the presence of mind. Again, only 6 Scottish defenders on the park, so that wide pass really stretches them. You see the shoulders are turned out. And just tons of space to run into. And I think right here he realizes he may have his debut try on the HSBC World Series.
Time off.
Proud moment for Kitiona Vai from Northland, in the North Island of New Zealand. And the conversion from New Stub is successful as well. So all of a sudden, New Zealand tighten their grip on this fixture, looking to go 2 from 2 here. And have 1 foot in the door of the Cup quarterfinals. Joe Webber's been absolutely hammered to the floor by the shoulder of Jordan Edmonds. And he looks sparked out there for a second.
Yeah, good refereeing there. Seemed to be in some discomfort. And he's just stopped the play to make sure they get the head injury assessed. What a carry by Edmonds, though.
Well, they call him Junior. Edmonds, nothing small about him. He only had one thing in mind here.
Scrum, blue ball. Right, let's go, guys.
Yeah, he's going to go to the sideline, of course.
Guys, here's some more.
Joe Webber, Daniel Banks,
Previous scrum, no.
team physiotherapist will accompany him
Time back on.
to the sideline. Dylan Colley is there on the loose head side of the scrum for New Zealand. It'll be Scotland who feed it. .220 to go. Scotland need points, need them quick. Gonna have to do it the hard way. Edmonds making good use of the referee and almost latching onto it. Was the new man for New Zealand, Aquila Rocco-Lissoa.
Then off white.
Close to being a try under the post there for Rocco-Lissoa.
Well, we saw great footwork from Edmonds again. He'd actually created something. There was lots of numbers, but the pass didn't go to hand. And there's Rocco-Lissoa on the park.
Time off. 4.
So Regan Ware
Time back on.
picks up that try for New Zealand a little early. There he is over on the far side. He's on 99 career tries. Needs 1 more for the big 100. Become the 12th All-Black player to do that. Almost another try though to Leroy Carter. The debutants all looking for an opportunity to crush the whitewash here for New Zealand. The error comes. Opportunity missed.
Taronga man got through, got the right arm free, but it couldn't go to hand. A glimmer of a hope here. Good pick from the base.
Set.
Opens it up. Good chase. See, that one just doesn't come out properly.
Penalty.
Scotland.
Scotland. Reece Cullen, replacement scrum half, comes away with it. Ordinary pass, really well picked up by Paddy Kelly, who's back out there, out of the sin bin. Having to be quick, though, is Ross McCann, the Olympian for GB, but they have to come away with it, and running away with it now is Harvey Elms. He's got a bit of space, but Regan Ware is on the chase for New Zealand. There's the inside ball, goes to deck. It's been picked up by Brady Rush. And there's an error both ways, and it'll be a scrum to Scotland inside the last 30 seconds. That was tight.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with Harvey Elm there, trying to keep the play alive. They're down 2 scores. The high-risk maneuver is probably okay there. He's trying to get it to hand. He's shaking his head. But a nice breakout from him.
Crouch. Bind.
There's Brady Rush, son of the great
Set.
man Eric, who presented the team jerseys to the All Black Sevens last night at the team hotel. Imagine that, getting your first ever All Black Sevens jersey off your old man. What a moment.
And getting the number 2 jersey, famously worn by him.
Exactly.
And thankfully, Phil Nicholson isn't here.
Yeah, he's graciously surrendered that jersey. I mean, what a gesture that is from him to do that. Clock's in the red. The clock is going to beat Scotland here, but they'll want to try and pick up as many points as possible. Who knows in the final wash-up? Points difference could be crucial. Offload to Cullen, and Cullen finds a little bit of space. Little Reece Cullen. He thinks about the long, wide ball. It's the biggest dummy you've ever seen, but it's not bought by Collier. Here he is now. Bit of pinball out there. Dixon has it. Clock's in the red. All they need to do is get this off the field, New Zealand. And they'll be 2 from 2 here in Singapore, and that's exactly what they will do. Roka Lesoa will just dink it over the end line. It wasn't perfect, but once again, they got the job done. New Zealand back on the 7 series and back with a 100% record in pool play. New Zealand have beaten Scotland by 19 points to 7 in Pool C.